Well, Eric and I met when when I was in grad school and he was in college. We both went to a college young adult ministry called Drive, and I was doing name tags that night, and Eric came through the door, and I was thinking in my head, like, ooh, I want to know what his name is, you know, just like all funny to myself, and then just filled out name tags, made small talk, and then he kind of went through the door with his friends, and
I wooed her with my sense of humor and
in good looks.
Yeah, and I had a similar journey, I think, up until we met. See, I didn't date until I was a senior in high school, and then, you know, I had a girlfriend then, and then, well, once I got my name tag from you, then it was basically history from there. You know, I was like, I don't want another name tag again.
That was so cheesy. Gotcha. And I think when we then decided to date, which was kind of a big deal for both of us, that, like, it was very soon after dating, you know, within the first few days of dating, that we sat down and had kind of the physical boundary talk, kind of what our expectations were physically for our relationship. And it was nice because Eric kind of led that, which I kind of believe, being a spiritual leader in any relationship, a marriage, a dating relationship that maybe is heading towards marriage, that the guy should kind of lead that, and Eric did.
I think it's important too, like, in that conversation, like, you know, right when we started dating, having that talk of, like, what are the physical boundaries that we're going to set, and like, specifically, like, what are we going to do and what are we not going to do.
I think what helped when I was younger, and when people were kind of teaching me about purity and, you know, just the God's design of saving sex till marriage, what really helped is when people would give me, like, pictures, like visualizations and sayings that I could kind of just keep remembering. And, you know, one woman said that, you know, your purity is kind of like a rose, and if you are giving yourself to guys that you're in relationships with, it's like you're just picking off a petal and giving it to them. And, you know, by the time you get married, if you just have a stem, what kind of gift is that to your husband on your wedding day? And so for me, just seeing that picture, it really hit home that I don't want to just have a stem to give my, you know, my future husband. I want to have the whole rose. I want to have my petals. And so just pictures like that really made sense to me, and it really made the choice of purity kind of, I don't know, a solid one for me, I guess.
Something that is important for people that maybe are in a relationship or have been in a relationship where they have given themselves away or done more physically than they wish they would have. I think it's important to know that, like, make that time the last time. Make the last time the last time, and you can save yourself from that day forward, you know? And I think that's what's important. You haven't ruined anything, and you can tell, like, you know, when you know it's your future husband or wife, you know, you can say, like, you know, I did mess up in the past, but then I realized what I was doing, and I made a commitment from that point on to wait for you.
Yeah. So, and I think, you know, at times when you're in those high school relationships or junior high relationships, and you just think, oh, this is it, this is the one, but to, you know, and so in that, then you think it's okay to give yourself fully to someone, and then it turns out as you mature and you kind of find out, like, who you really are, like, that person isn't, you know, God's man for you or God's woman for you, and I'm just so glad that we are not living in regret, like, why did we give in then, because it wasn't God's plan for us to be with those people. And so it is a really good feeling just to know that we did hold strong, and not to say that it was easy, because I think making that decision, I think the devil attacks you even harder with temptation, and so it was hard. I definitely wouldn't say that it was easy, but was it worth it? Yeah, definitely. And I would tell anybody that, you know, it's definitely going to be hard, but the payoff of it for a lifetime of marriage is so worth it.